Hi, Jacob here, and we're talking about JVC's KW-HDR720 in-dash double-DIN CD receiver. Now, the HDR720 has a built-in HD radio tuner, which gives you access to all the HD radio stations in the US and digital sound quality. And also, the HDR720 has a USB port right on the front. So the two of those together give you a function called iTunes tagging, which allows you to tag a song that you're listening to on HD radio, and then you can go and purchase that song from the iTunes store later on. So if you like the song, you can go transfer the data onto your iPod and you can grab that and once you start up iTunes and sync your iPod. The HDR720 also allows you to plug in your audio devices in the USB port as well. So whether it be an iPod or an iPhone device, you can just use that simple dock cable that came with your player and plug it right into the front to listen to playback from those type of modules. So if you don't have those devices, you can also put your music on a USB flash drive and you can plug that into the front USB port and listen to your music that way too. Now, the HDR720 also has separated variable color, and this is cool because a lot of cars that are out there right now are coming with dashboard illumination that has two separate colors in it. For example, Volkswagen has red and blue. So the HDR720 allows you to go in and set up a separate color scheme for your LCD panel and a separate color for your buttons so you can match the dashboard of the car that you're installing it into. The HDR720 also has a dual aux input, which means that there's an aux-in in the front and a separate aux-in in the back of the head unit. So you have two separate options of plugging in your audio devices using that 1/8 inch mini jack here as well. The HDR720 is also Bluetooth ready, which means that JVC has a small, very easy to use kind of adapter here. It's called the KSBTA100. And what this does, it plugs right into the back of the unit, and when you do that, it has a simple little control that you can work with the 720 to give you wireless audio streaming and do hands-free phone calling, so you can be a little bit safer when you're making your phone calls in the car. So a very simple, easy to use Bluetooth solution for the HDR720, so that's available from JVC too. Also, the HDR720 does have a steering wheel remote control input, so you can use that with various third-party adapters to maintain those steering wheel controls that came with your vehicle, so you can do your simple volume adjustments and your channel adjustments right from your steering wheel remote controls once that's connected. And lastly too, the HDR720 also comes with a wireless remote control, so you can do a lot of those adjustments that we just talked about right from your wireless. I'm Jacob, and this has been the JVC KW-HDR720.